Here we go! Here we go!
I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news. Live edition. Before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. Y'all know what we here to talk about. What's going on in Fiserv Forum. New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's to everyone. Shout out to Bucks Nation. Shout out to friends and family. Hey, we in a nail biter down at Fiserv Forum between the Washington Wizards and the Milwaukee Bucks. It wasn't a pretty game, but the whole point is to get the W, and that's where we're headed right now, to get the W. Let me put the stats up on the board right away. I'm not going to keep us here too long. Just wanted to go live for a little bit after the game, chop it up with friends and family on New Year's. And I'm hopeful that we'll be going into the New Year's with a win for our Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks are in control right now, 113-110, 33.2 seconds left in the game. The main thing right now of why this game is so close is our defense is just atrocious, friends and family. Let's just keep it a buck. Our defense is not good. We allowed what we would call a bottom feeder, a 7-24 team, to shoot 19 of 39 from three. Let me repeat myself. 19 of 39 from three. That's why this game is the way it is. Our defense was porous, just allowing them, they could get whatever they like T.I. They were getting whatever three-pointers they like. Obviously, rebounding. It's just the same song and dance. Just the same song and dance with the Bucks. We allowed Alex R to go off for 20, McCollum 16. Trey Johnson went off in the first half, didn't do too much in the second half, had 14. Bilal had 10. Bud Carrington getting 20 is outrageous. 6 of 11 from 3 is just ridiculous. And then the real spit in our face. Oh my God! What? I'm a little bit behind watching the broadcast over here. Wow, the Bucks. Are you kidding me? What? CJ McCollum. Wow. You can't make this stuff up with the Bucks. No game is an easy game for the Bucks. We can clearly lose against anybody. How bad is this team? You got Giannis Antetokounmpo completely healthy playing, and we can't beat a 7-24 team. I'm not gonna let them get me too. I'm not gonna let them get me too excited and too riled up on New Year's Eve. This is astonishing. What's happening right now at Fiserv Forum in front of friends and family? Us to lose against a 7-24 team is ridiculous. Chris Middleton didn't even score. 23 minutes. Chris Middleton didn't even score. Wow. Giannis had 33 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists. Terrible turnovers today for the team in general. 6 turnovers for Giannis, 9 of 14 from the line. Miles Turner gave us 13 and 7. Kevin Porter Jr. played well early, but didn't really get his rhythm late. Had 19 points, 1 of 7 from 3, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 turnovers. AJ Green, wow, we just lost to the Wizards. Let's these stats don't matter. They don't matter. Let's So, Bucks Nation, we just lost against the Washington Wizards at home on New Year's Eve, 114-113, due to a last-second shot by CJ McCollum. The Washington Wizards are 7-24. We're not good, friends and family. We're not a good team. We need to make definite changes on this team, and it needs to start from up top. We need to get some of this coaching staff out of here. We need to get Horse out of here. We need all new. We need to stop from. We need to start from the top to the bottom. This is unacceptable. We let a 7-24 team hit almost 23s at home. Wide open looks. We're like children. We can only follow directions for short amounts of time, and then we lose focus. What the hell did we just watch, friends and family? That was a horrible display of basketball. We have no discipline. We have no basketball acumen. This is crazy. You would think. You know why there needs to be real changes made? There is no reason, just on the strength of us having Giannis, we shouldn't lose against the Wizard. I don't care what else is going on. Just for us to have a healthy Giannis, we shouldn't lose against the Wizards. There needs to be some heads rolling going into 2026. Yo, this is crazy. Don't y'all think this is crazy? I got a little cold, so apologize for the voice and all of that. Hey, yo. We're a bottom feeder too, y'all. Until further notice, the Milwaukee Bucks are a bottom feeder. We going to war with these lower level teams. We're a lower level team. We got Giannis and can't win. We got Giannis and Dame Lillard. We can't win. We got to start looking at some others. We got to start finding the source of what's going on. And who's been here throughout all that has been Glenn Doc Rivers. He needs to go. We're not a good team at all. We're not good in anything. But maybe besides shooting threes. Like our 3-point percentage is good. But maybe points in the paint because of Giannis. We're not good at really anything. This is crazy. Glenn Doc Rivers still has a job. Horace re-signed. We need to get some of these people out of here. This is terrible. Yo, they hit almost 23s. Yo, it's we just lost against the Washington Wizards on New Year's Eve. The Bucks just spit in the fans' face on New Year's, losing against a terrible team. Are we just as terrible? God damn it, man. Fuck, man. Bucks. What was that we just watched? Unbelievable. Bright Scales, McCullough hit last second shots. We're not a good team. This is unacceptable. There needs to be a firing tonight in my Gibson voice. There needs to be a fire. How does Glenn Doc Rivers have a job after tonight? Horst, why are you still employed? We got to start there. Let's get the players out of there. We got to get the people that orchestrated the chaos. How do you lose with Giannis going against the Wizards? They don't have any all-stars. We got a superstar still lost. What's going on? Spanish Gatsby, appreciate the $4.99 super chat. The real reason the Bucks lose is because Doc loves that dumb zone. It's not just because of the zone, bro. I feel you, Spanish Gatsby. I appreciate you, bro. We're just not a good basketball team. What do we do well? You can't tell me what we do well. Our defense is terrible. Nobody minds their own business. Every team is licking their chop. I'm going to tell you, you know what? Let's have a real conversation. You know what? The league thinks we're a joke. You know how I know they think we're a joke? The first light bulb that went on, this dude, JJ Redick, started Bronny James against the Milwaukee Bucks. Somebody that comes in at garbage time. He started against the Milwaukee Bucks because he thinks we're that trash. Then today, we let A.J. Johnson, somebody that's not even averaging a point a game, get 8 points against us in 16 minutes. The disrespect. They don't respect us as a team. They don't respect Doc. That's my whole point. We got to get him out of here. A.J. Johnson ain't been... Let me see what A.J. Johnson... Hold on, let's pull this up because this is ridiculous. Let me just make sure I pull this up. All right, y'all, hold on. Right? A.J. Johnson had 8 points. Look at his averages. Look what he's averaging. 0.5, 0.5, 0.4. And he's shooting 12.5% from the field for the season. Against us, 3 of 5, 2 of 3 from the field, 2 assists, and a steal. What is this team? What is this team, friends and family? What are we watching? The two game win streak was nice. It was a little bit of fool's gold because of who we were playing against. Are we just the best of the bottom feeders? Are the Bucks just the best of the bottom feeders? Where do we go from here? Where do we go? Like, what's happening? This is crazy. Why? I'm so furious. And you know what? Bobby didn't play terrible either today. He had 13 points. Rollins 16. It just, you can't allow a team to hit 23s, y'all. You just can't do that. A team can't shoot 23s. 20? Shooting 50%? Damn, man, we terrible. Get Doc out of basketball. Damn. What? How do you explain this? Make this make sense. You tell me how you look at this team and see that we should be in the playoffs. Please explain in the comment section. Is this a team you think should be in the playoffs? Is worthy of being in the playoffs as currently constructed? Is this a playoff team? Unbelievable with this roster. See you in the building. What up, Robert Brooks? Trina, what's good? Mia Kim, see you in the chat. What's good? Jeff Riley, I see you. The childish one. Derek Stevenson. Simeon, what's good? Appreciate you. Scales, I see you. Mr. Cool, the living legend. Pickle Luke. So, I'm furious right now. No Strays, what's good, bro? Our favorite op. Patricia P in the building. What up, Patricia P? Queens in the chat in here early. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button for the most electrifying Bucks content on YouTube. We moved the needle over here. Appreciate you. Mr. 414, I see you. Janet MOC EP, I see you. Hoyt City E, what's good? TV Fanatic. Greg Delaney, I see you. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Gonna get to some of these comments, see what's cracking. Dude, get him out of basketball. I'm tired of Doc, bro. Get him out of basketball. I'm serious. Yo, how much of a sample size do you need to see that Doc isn't the guy for this team? We are awful. Damn. Yeah, Scales. They was definitely hooping, but what else? Let's talk about the defense, Scales. Yes, they was hooping. Yes, KPJ, Rollins hooping, Giannis hooping. What about 23s being hit by the Washington Wizards? How does that happen? That's the problem. How does that happen? Damn. All good, Scales. Salute. Agree, J Hall. We gotta get him out of basketball. Get him out of basketball. Doc is almost like a ringer. Exactly. You run a zone against a team that's hitting threes, and the whole point of the zone is to try to force you to shoot from the outside when a team is hot from the outside. Salute to Doc, you dummy. Big goofy. Damn, Doc. Oh, definitely, Chris B said Chris and CJ laughing right now. Facts. Tired of this. Wow. Janet, but if we tank, I don't even think we don't even get the draft pick, I don't think. It's all types of stipulations and this and that, and if we get the draft pick, I don't even know. Why tank if Doc Rivers is still gonna be our coach? What is tanking gonna do if you still got a moron as your coach? Tanking can't help us right now, unfortunately. My man AB said Kuzma looking out for his whole squad is hilarious. Jimmy Roller, it feel like that, bro. Like we a damn G League team. Let's get these likes up. It's New Year's Eve. Don't y'all be stingy with the hitting the like button. Come on, y'all. On New Year's, hit the like button. That's for the free 99. Hey, what up? What up? Oh, absolutely. What up, Brett Zondershine? Salute. Yeah, we need a lot of change, bro. We need a lot of change. This is crazy. Yeah, hey, D. Atkins said we not even the best of the bottom feeders. Bro, you shouldn't be losing against these type of teams with Giannis just by himself. We should be able to beat teams like this strictly on having Giannis. That's why Doc needs to go. Doc is not the voice for this team, man. What are we doing? Why is Doc even still here now? He should be getting a pink slip now. We just lost against a 7 in 2014. Appreciate y'all getting the likes up. Let's go. We just lost to 7 in 2014. What are we doing? Damn. Y'all don't think that's insane? All this Greg Buckner, Vin Baker, get them all out of basketball. How would you allow this to happen? They got whatever they like T.I. Whatever they like, whatever shot they wanted, and ones, rebounding, we hacking. We're just not good. We're undisciplined children playing basketball. Undisciplined children playing basketball. This is insanity. Can't believe I'm watching this. This is an atrocity. Can't blame everything on Doc. Who do you blame it on? Then who do you blame it on? I'm asking you, sir, then who do you blame it on, right? Because, like I said, if I'm a manager, right, and I have direct reports, if my direct reports are failing or performing under what they should be, they're going to hold me accountable, not them. So, no, it is all on Doc. You're the coach. You're supposed to steady the ship. So, no, it's all on Doc. I'm not blaming nobody else but him. This your team. You done had years to try to figure it out, you big goofy. You ain't figured nothing out. Get him out of basketball. No, it is his fault. Get him out of basketball. Ridiculous. Yeah, they were, Trina. 2-game winning streak to lose against a 7-24 team. It's just like spitting in the fans' face. Mr. 414, what's good, bro? Shout out to the channel members. I don't think people understand we lost to a team that's tanking their season. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Please let it make... Thank you. That right there, Mr. 414, that right there. How do you lose against a team that's trying to lose? How awful is that? Jesus. Why is Doc still the coach? Why? How? Man, Chris can do whatever he want, man. We trash, bro. I don't even know what to say about this team. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here, friends and family? Let's talk about solutions. Where do we go from here? Let's start there. Friends and family, where do we go from here? You done lost against a 7-24 team with not a star on staff. Not a star on staff. And we lost. They trying to tank to get draft picks. We can't beat a team trying to lose. Where do we start? Where do we go up? What are our next steps? Can't. Thank you, Scales, bro. Shout out to Scales. Slick Talk with Scales podcast. Salute, bro. Refs are always bad. Shouldn't need the refs to beat the Wizards. Yeah, I didn't even mention the refs against the Wizards. That's disrespect. 7 wins, and you talking about the refs, that lets you know where you stand. Right, Chris was 0 points and we still lost. He can still laugh. They do have to accept some responsibility. I agree, but they also need to be prepared. If they were prepared, they would be able to perform better. I don't think we're prepared. That's what I think the real problem is, sir, is that we're not prepared. And you're supposed to be prepared again by your leader, which is your coach. They're not being prepared. Did this look like a team that practices a lot? Does this look like a team that's working on the X's and O's? This watching film? Does this look like a team that watches any film? Besides Disney's movies, because we soft? Soft. Charmin. Wet paper towel. Max Yeager was good. Shout out to you, Brian Washington. Appreciate the new sub. Salute. Bucks made so many mistakes last few years. We have Giannis, bro. Like, come on. That's what I'm saying. That just lets you know how bad we are. We lost to a team, like I said, 7-24. We got a generational talent, and we still can't beat the Wizards, and they don't want to win. We so bad, even when they want to lose, they got to win against us. Think about that. Are you kidding me? Oh, Doc is gonna spin it. Doc is a politician. Shout out to Pasamindo. Doc is gonna spin it. He definitely gonna spin it. I know this is gonna be some slick talk right here. Shout out to No Strays, our favorite op. On the bright side, appreciate the $4.99 super chat. On the bright side, Bucks Nation, this is the last time I get to kick your back in for 2025. Happy New Year. Jesus. Thank you for the super chat. No Strays, ENT. Much appreciated, sir. We got a lot to do. Yes, yes. Shout out to my boy Midnight Nude. What up, bro? Salute, salute. We'll chop it up with you in a little bit. Salute. Yeah, get him out of here. Get him out of it. I don't want him fired. I want Doc out of basketball. I don't want any other team to be able to go through what we going through. I want Doc completely separated from basketball. I want a blackball. No team should have to go through what we went through with this dude and stealing as much money as he's stolen. And I know I feel y'all on saying like, oh, the players. True. But aren't they supposed to be prepared? Aren't they supposed to know what's coming? Who's in charge of them being prepared? Let's start there first. Let's fix that issue. Let's get somebody who can get this team prepared so we can see how good these players really are. Doc Rivers can't prepare this team. When have we looked prepared in any game? Y'all talking about these players, man. When have we looked prepared? Y'all let me know we look like we had a game plan, an itinerary, a punch list. Knock it off, man. We ain't look prepared. That's coaching, man. Bro, shout out to Young Doka. This team hasn't won 3 games in a row all year. Griffin was fired for less. Facts. Facts. I can't believe we lost on New Year's. Man, how do you... This is so wild to me, y'all. So wild. I wasn't expecting us to blow them out by 20. I expected a comfortable 10-point lead. Giannis back in his groove. He's on his Darth Vader, on his villain arc. And I'm like, okay, let's, get through these bottom feeders. Let's go into the new year. 3-game winning streak. Instead, we get a last-second shot by CJ McCollum. Just... What up, MacP414? Appreciate you with the $4.99 super chat. I think this is the most frustrated I've been with this team. I've been rocking with the Bucks since the 90s, so that's saying something. Bro, same. Salute, bro. Same. This is hard to watch your team in this fashion, bro. This is crazy. There's no excuses for this. Deadtron was good. I'm not going to say all that. It's just sometimes it's the heat of the moment, bro. It's the heat of the moment. And sometimes players make low IQ plays, bro. It happens. I don't know, man. Brazilian Bronco was good. I told you Giannis is selfish and doesn't lead the team. Some amazing players aren't leaders. Wow. Shots fired, Brazilian Bronco. Wow. Salute. Woo. He came with the heat. Yo. Come on, man. We not going to do that. Shout out to you, Sal. We not going to do that. I see y'all going in the comment section. Yeah, it feels like we've embraced losing. I agree. And smiling their faces. This is a team headed for the lottery. If we don't make changes, this team is headed for the lottery. What up, King Keys? What's good? Bucks Nation, what are we doing? What are we doing? We need to get some people pink slips. That's what we need to do. So people need to get pink slips tonight. Tonight, as my boy Gibson Nicholas would say. Get him out of there tonight. What up, Jeff? No, we don't need to send Doc back nowhere. We need Doc out of basketball. You're not listening. Pay attention to detail. We don't need to trade him. No, we need him out of basketball. He is not going to help anybody. We don't need to allow anybody else to be taken advantage of or being pilfered. Get him out of basketball. Let him go chill. He's in the later stages. Let him chill out. That man can get free soda, free coffee, start his morning off right at Dunkin' Donuts at his age. He can get a free Frappuccino, man. Let him start and do that. Then go play golf with Pat Connaughton. He ain't doing nothing either. Tired of this dude. Sitting on the sideline. Just looking washed. Tired of this. Shout out to Humilidon, bro. What up, bro? Shout out Puerto Rico, bro. Man, bro, we're sad, bro. We out here sad. Too many empty plays and bad defense down the stretch. That's what'll do it to you, bro. It'll do it to you every time. Shout out to you, EP. What's good? Absolutely ridiculous. I just don't know what to say. Like, this is getting out of hand with this team. I don't know how they expect us to be better without any changes. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, we have the same team, same coach, and we're expecting different results. Well, we don't have a coach that brings the best out of these players. We don't do anything better since Doc Rivers has been our coach. I'm blaming everything on Doc Rivers. I'm not blaming nothing on nobody else. I want him gone first. I want him gone first. We don't do anything good. What, like, what are we doing out here? We don't excel at a damn thing. Y'all talking about the players, man. It's up to the coach to cultivate the players, man. Once you got a good coach, then you can evaluate the talent. You can't evaluate talent without a coach. Some players you think are trash might be Pro Bowl players. I'm going to give you an example, right? Everybody thought Baker Mayfield was trash. And then he got with a good coach over in Tampa Bay. Now look at him playing at a Pro Bowl level. Coaching matters. Coaching matters. When Sam Darnold was drafted by the New York Jets, he was appeared to be trash. He got with the right coach in Minnesota. Now look where he's at now. Coaching matters. We're not gonna do that. Yeah, the players they have some accountability, but how can you evaluate players when they're not being coached properly? We don't got nothing. We have nothing. All we have is Giannis and nothing else. We don't have no defensive identity, offensive identity, nothing. No toughness, nothing. We just got Giannis. They tell you what are the Bucks? Giannis, whatever he do. We have to start righting our wrongs. In my Bryson Tiller voice, we need to start righting our wrongs. First thing, get Doc out of here. He gotta go. There's no excuse for him to continue to receive a check from the Milwaukee Bucks or this organization. Period. Trash. So sick of watching this foolishness. What up, JST Fresh Tech? This is a lottery team with this staff. Bring back Griffin as a coach. At least Griffin would beat. You know what? The only one thing I will say about Griffin, regardless of what you want to say, he beat the teams we were supposed to beat. You feel what I'm saying? When we had Griffin, we were beating the bottom feeders. It might not have been pretty, but we were beating the teams we were supposed to beat. And that's a good character of a quality team. Beating teams you're supposed to beat. We are a bottom feeder, friends and family. I know y'all don't want to hear that because we got Giannis. We're a bottom feeder. We're not well coached. We don't play disciplined basketball. We only listen for short stretches of games. We're not good. Even with Giannis, Giannis takes us from trash to mediocre. How crazy is that? He takes us from trash to mediocre. We're a mediocre basketball team. We have some talent issues, I know, but we have major coaching issues. Major coaching issues on this team. And I know y'all know that. I know y'all not going to quit playing. Y'all know that. Y'all trying to spin it with the players and ain't got, definitely players matter, but coaching matters more than anything. We just gotta we gotta keep it real. We just gotta keep it real that we're running on a treadmill. What up, Mia Kim? Salute, appreciate you tapping in. I see you, Travis. Oh no, we not. Yo, no, we're not getting into no AJ Johnson hype. No. We're not doing that, bro. He's averaging 0.5 points a game. He got 8 points against us because our defense is trash. That's how the teams don't respect the Milwaukee Bucks. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why we need to fire Doc too. Teams don't even got respect for us, bro. Starting Bronny James. Giving AJ Johnson tick. Why is he even getting tick against us? Because we terrible. They know we don't know how to play defense. Unbelievable, man. What up, Trina? Yeah, they should not be able to enjoy New Year's Eve. I agree with that. I know you being funny, Trina, and facetious, but I agree with that. Them cats should not be allowed to enjoy any New Year's Eve festivities. Nothing. You sleep on Fiserv Forum floor. That's crazy. The disrespect to the fan base. The first time they tried to pack Fiserv in a minute, that's the most people have been at Fiserv in a minute. And then you go ahead and then you have that type of performance. Nonsense. Oh yeah, 100%. I feel like that. I was just telling my brother that. I feel like teams are circling us they're circling us on the schedule like, oh, we can get right against the Bucks. We can get right. Tap you in, Bleacher, for a minute. Tap in, Mr. Cool. We chop this up for a minute. Hold on. At the bottom left, we got the Bleacher Report boss. Bottom right, we got the living legend, Mr. Cool. What's good with you? Let's start off with the Bleacher Report boss. What's good with you? Hey, fantasy football champion.
2 times, baby.
2-time fantasy football champion. Oh, hilarious. I can't believe you wore the belt. This dude is wild. What you think about today's game, Bleacher?
Well, first off, I have to do something to make me feel a little bit better. I won 2 championships, won more things than the Bucks did last couple years. So. On my third, I got another one coming too. So
okay, get to it. So, what you think about today? Go ahead. A L on New Year's Eve.
But see, I didn't watch the first half, so I was debating even to watch the game, man. I was like, man, I don't even want to get my heart broken today. Right. They face the Wizards. They're always struggling. I don't know why they struggle against the Wizards. And then I'm like, you know what? Second half, I'm turning on. So I turned on second half, turnover already. It's just, KBJ is turning the ball over like crazy. And then it's like when Giannis on the court, everybody standing around. Giannis, I'm like.
Giannis had 6 turnovers too. Giannis had 6. Kevin Porter had 3. Rollins had 3. So our 3 best players total for 12 turnovers.
You can't turn the ball. They're already hacking already. They just want to get the ball. They want to get the passing lane. They don't want to give no kind of moving around for us. So, we talked about last live watched the game last time. They said, 30 assists. So we just make sure this time they ain't know that much assists. They just got to the passing lane and just refuse to get after the guys at the 3. Correct. I don't get what's going on. I don't know why, but it seemed like every time they go inside, because you have 1 or 2 guys that you can worry about, but it's like they're not defending the 3. Like, get in their chest, like just make them do a tough shot inside. Like, I don't understand this.
Hold on one second. Dre West, man, try to enjoy your dinner, bro. Don't let this get you down. Salute Dre West. Happy New Year, bro. Don't let this take you down, bro. Hold on one second. Don't let that happen. Yeah, shout out to Dre West, the homie. Yeah, don't let that. Yeah, hold on. Appreciate the $7.99 super chat, William. Giannis getting tackled in transition and not getting called for a foul is hilarious. Hey, I know we can talk about the rest, but we should need them to beat this type of team. We're just not where we need to be. Period. Man. Go ahead, Bleacher. We're going to go to Mr. Cool.
All right, Dre West, man, right now, you should be thinking about scoring with your wife right now. That's what you should be worried about, man. I ain't worried about. Do something the Bucks ain't doing right now.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, right. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, but like I was saying, it just seemed like in the fourth quarter that was really annoying me was that I defended 3 well, and then Biden was in the game too long. Yes, he was giving us points, but you knew what was going on. They was attacking him on defensively. They would just kept attacking him, pick and roll, getting him in wrong spots. and dunking on them. I'm like, shout out to the air tracks. He's like, get him out the game, get him out the game. It was a point that they was up by 3 for the last 2 minutes, and I kept saying to myself, they scored another point, we're done.
Right.
I was like, they scored another point, we're done. Like, they're 5 points, they're not gonna. That's it. But then they scored a 3, tie the game up. But like, we struggle against us. Like, we are a bottom feeder. We're a bottom feeder. Like, we
are.
struggle.
Yeah.
We are.
And that's why I said, how are there not changes? You got, even like, you take everything out of there. We have the best player on the floor in Giannis. With that should be enough to beat a team like the Wizards. That's why I know we're not prepared in any shape or form. And Doc has to go. That has to be the first domino that falls. We will not be any better this year with that man still as this coach. I'm telling you, we will not. We will continue to flounder and fail, and will not make the playoffs. I'm telling you. Watch.
Yeah,
Watch.
And
we gotta understand before you go, bro. Giannis was completely healthy today. KPJ completely healthy today. Ryan Rollins completely healthy. We lost to a 7-24 team with Chris Middleton playing almost 30 minutes and not scoring. Someone needs to be held accountable. Period. Doc should not have even been able to get on the mic tonight. He should have been packing. They are not taking this seriously. This is insane. What? We're not good. There's no excuse for that. For us to have the 3 best players on the floor and still lose. What are you talking about? How? Shout out to you, Relemto. Go ahead, Bleacher. We could go to Mr. Cool. Unbelievable.
We lose to old head guys that just not that good. But I mean, the McCollum shot was crazy. He got it outside, got his shot that he wanted.
It doesn't even matter about the McCollum shot, bro. They hit 23s. Yes. 19 to be exact, but we're going to round it up to emphasize the foolishness. The Washington Wizards, 7-24, hit 23s on us. 20. How? That lets you know how bad this defense is. Glenn Doc Rivers should no longer be coaching this team. That is inexcusable. You cannot fix that. You can't fix that type of stupid. You can't. We're ill prepared. Somebody mentioned it in the chat. You're playing zone against a team that's shooting well from 3. How do you do that? Why would you do that? Why would anybody stop you? That's insane. Get him out of basketball. I'm going to keep saying, I want Doc Rivers out of basketball. Go ahead, Bleacher. My bad, man. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's just at the end of the day, we've been saying, Doc gotta go. I mean, even if we won, I still said Doc gotta go. He gotta go. He just why? And then like the final shot for the Bucks. Why is Giannis shooting again? This is the second time he missed a game-winning shot. Like, he did 3. He got the first one was lucky, good shot, and the last 2 of the game-winning shots you could have had, you could have got to anybody else. Yeah, good clean look. But you give it the odds again with 1 second left, and he had to get a jump shot. He had to shoot quickly. So I'm just thinking, your eyes gotta stop doing that. He gotta stop doing that. You're not a shooter. You're a guy that's gonna take the ball to the rim and go do what you gotta do there. But that was the bad.
You know what? I'm not gonna blame Giannis. You know why I'm not gonna blame Giannis? Because he's doing that because the coach is allowing him to do that. If they were running a play, then he would have called a timeout to run a proper play to get a good shooter to get the ball. If that's KPJ or Ryan Rollins. This is yet another reason that Doc Rivers should be fired. He doesn't know what to do in the closing moments of game. We don't have anything to run at the end of games to get people open shots. This team is not prepared to play NBA basketball. That man has to go. He has to go. He has to go. We will never be any better than what we are with Doc Rivers still as his coach. I'm telling you. our ceiling is the floor.
Go ahead, Mr. Cool. I'm done. Go ahead.
Well, I had to calm myself down after the game because I
Right.
wasn't even going to come on. I was so frustrated with this game watching this. This was really frustrating to watch. And you've summed it up perfectly. We're not going to win with Doc. I mean, I remember when he was first appointed a head coach, when we got rid of Griffin. I always be trolling opposing teams' social media on YouTube and stuff, and Philadelphia fans kept saying how bad Doc was. The Clippers fans kept saying how bad he was, and I just think, nah, they're just on him because they lost. He can't be that bad. They were right. Everything they said, and they said to me, "You're gonna see when you guys hire Doc, you're gonna see." And unfortunately, they were right, and he's proven to be totally incompetent. Here's one of the main things I see as I watch, and especially tonight: the preparation of how to guard opposing players. That's something that's got to be gone over in coaching and preparation.
Thank you.
Because you should be able to, by the fourth quarter, okay, we know what CJ wants to do. We know what this guy wants to do. You should be able, because our two perimeter guards are pretty decent defenders. They're not bad defenders. So if you prep them properly on what type of shot those opposing players are going to want to take, they could do a little better job of locking them up. But we haven't gone over any of that. You can see that. We're out there running around like chickens with our heads cut off on defense, not knowing how to guard anybody. Never was there any reason to go into a zone. Never. They were already shooting a bunch of threes. Why in the hell would I go to a zone when they're knocking down threes already in bunches? No. You go to zone if you got a bad shooting team or a team that's shooting poorly from outside. Maybe I'll switch to a zone. There's no need to. They don't have one single player that has to be double teamed. Not one. Not one that we shouldn't be able to guard and keep in front of us somewhat. Oh yeah, CJ is crafty. He might get past you here and there. Not enough to beat you.
Right.
It's just disorganization on offense, disorganization on defense. I don't know what it's going to take for the owners to fire this guy. I just don't know, because he's done enough now to prove he's incompetent as a coach. Nothing's going to change. I'm not concerned about what any of the players are doing.
Thank you.
I don't want to trade for anybody as long as he's the head coach.
Why trade for who? Trade and do what? What is a trade gonna
Right.
help us if we don't have the infrastructure? We have no infrastructure.
No.
Man,
Doesn't make any adjustments during the game except bad adjustments.
right.
Catch
Go ahead.
real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been hearing all this noise about us getting the player here or getting this player. I'm like, I don't care. As long as Glenn Rivers is there, it ain't gonna change.
Right.
It don't change at all. You don't need any players. You need to get rid of the coach. Like, look at the Pistons did with their team. They
Right.
they actually lost a player. They had one little player, and that was the shooter from Miami, and that was it. Look at him now.
Right.
Coaching.
Right.
Has they lost the
And-
game? Yes. But they still they're a good team now because they got coaching. Like, I don't understand why it's so important to make a trade for something, because you got to please somebody, but it's not going to work if your head coach doesn't know what he's doing. That's
If
like
you
getting made
lose
over by
twice-
Derrick Henry all the time. I had a shot
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
If you lose twice to the Wizards, you got to be fired. You just have to be.
Thank you. This is
That's what
bottom. This is bottom of the bottom. We've hit the floor with this loss. Go ahead, Mr. Cool. Oh my God.
You catch the guy in a grocery store shoplifting, and he got all kind of stuff in his pockets. Well, we're gonna have to arrest you, buddy, because you're gonna get arrested. We're not gonna arrest Doc. We're just gonna let him just walk out the door.
It's like we're not even taking the game of basketball seriously. The disrespect to the fan base to produce this type of product going into the new year, to put this sour taste in our mouths, is unacceptable. Again, you know what? If we'd have lost against OKC, Cleveland, a respectable team,
Right.
I'd be like, okay, we lost against it, but we lost against a team that's 7-24. Like somebody said in the chat, we lost against a team that's trying to lose. Let that sink in. We lost
Yeah.
against a team that's trying to lose. They want to fail. And we still prop them up like, y'all ain't going to lose against us. Not here. Here y'all go. Hit all them threes. We going to leave y'all wide open. 23s from the Washington Wizards is unacceptable basketball, and head should roll, period. Head should roll.
Mr. Cole,
Well, yes, sir.
let me ask you a good question. We think it's worse.
Okay.
Watching this game, or for me, had to go to the Packer game and watch Derrick Henry score 4 touchdowns and saw them destroy us with one guy. Seeing guys get mad worse.
I don't know. All I know is it's torture for us to see both these teams go down like this. It is torture at the end of the year to be this bad on both of these teams right now. It's hard to watch. We watch them because we're fans,
right?
But yet it's torture to watch them at the same time.
And you know, we can't even blame like, oh, Giannis didn't have a good game, KPJ didn't have a good game. Right? They all played solid, and we still lost. That's the scary part. We could at least say, okay, Giannis didn't play good or KPJ didn't play good. They played well, and we still lost. That all has to factor into we need some change around here. There's no reason that those 3 players play solid and we lose against the Wizards. That should be impossible.
Did you say that Milton didn't score once tonight?
Nope, not score. Did not score.
Seriously?
Did not score. Didn't play well at all, actually.
No.
He didn't play very well.
Oh, my goodness, man. I gotta go.
Daddy Commander, those empty trips happen because we don't have any real sets that we run like that. That's why. Yeah. That's why that happened.
Wait, that was pretty much what it is. No sets, no.
We don't run no sets.
See,
Go ahead, Mr.
I always watch the game if I'm coaching the game. That's how I look at it, because I'm used to coaching. So one of the things I noticed was they ran a little bit of a box at one point, and so when our guards, whoever was penetrating the middle, they would help because they had kind of a little box defense set up there, like a box zone. So the 2 guys at the top automatically would start to come at our guard or whoever was penetrating, and they kept losing the ball. I would have called a timeout and said, listen, what you got to do is dribble once or twice, then kick that ball out to the next pass man, open man. Don't keep trying to dribble into that pressure like that. And they kept doing it and turning that ball over. That was a turnover spot, I'd say about 4 or 5 times tonight. Was trying to dribble in the middle, and they would come over and help and collapse on our penetration in the middle. But again, I just look at it from a coaching standpoint. I'm gonna call a timeout. We're gonna talk about that. They don't do that. He doesn't do that. He just lets it go.
Yeah, let him play through it, like trying to use the Phil Jackson ideology. We don't have them type of players on here to be playing through that. We need guidance. Hold on one second, Mr. Cool. No strays. Appreciate the $4.99 super chat. Chin up, Bucks Nation. Take a shot and get the likes up for the late game execution. Jesus Christ. Cheers from the 3rd seat. Damn it, no strays. Just you gonna kick our back in. I feel you. We deserve that. You know what? We deserve the jokes after losing to a 7-24 team. We are a joke.
And Dan, you were so right about the coaching because what happened up in Detroit is just tremendous what Bickerstaff did because they had set a record the year before he got there for consecutive losses. This team set a record for losses.
Right.
The very next year they make the playoffs, and this year they got the best record in the Eastern Conference in 2 seasons. We're going the opposite direction.
Fast.
Unbelievable. And we got the best player.
That's the
How do you have the best player and you're getting worse? I get so tired of hearing people say, Giannis got to go. I read all the time. I'm seeing on comment section, Giannis needs to leave. I get so tired of seeing that, but you know what? I understand why people think that because they see what's going on here from the outside. They think we're just terrible.
They do. That's a fair. No, you're right, Mr. Cool. You're 100% right. 100% right.
And I get aggravated when I see them say that, but really and truly, I don't blame people for saying that because they don't watch it like we do, but they watch enough to say the Bucks look terrible and they got Giannis. Why is he staying there? Why don't he leave?
Right. Why are you dealing with this fiasco? This is a fiasco. Right. This is a fiasco over here. This is crazy.
But we also know it doesn't have to be this bad. We
Correct.
know it doesn't have to be this bad.
True.
That's what's got us frustrated because we
That's a
know we're a
fact.
better team than this.
That's true, Mr. Cool. And I think that's what it is. But you can't. There's no discipline. There's no accountability. We don't have a plan. That's the scariest thing with this team. We don't have a plan. This is all ad hoc. This is all improv, as they like to say. This is all improvisation here. And we got to improv and get Doc up out of here, man. Like, we have to start there. This should have been the last straw. Today should have been the coup de grace. You saw your team as an owner lose against a 7-24 team last day of the year. Start the new year off right. Fire this man. He has to go.
Right.
This has to be the next logical step for the Milwaukee Bucks organization to heal. We need to get rid of Doc Rivers. Otherwise, you're just pretty much throwing the season away. The Bucks are telling me and the fan base, I'm speaking for everyone, if we keep Doc, you don't care about winning. That's clear at that point. If Doc Rivers finishes the season, winning isn't important.
You don't care about the fans if you leave him out there. Is what you're communicating as an ownership group. Do you really care about I look at all those fans coming down to that game. It's New Year's Eve night, and here they all come into the game for what? For that kind of a disappointment. It's terrible.
Inclement weather. Weather. It's not nice right now out in Milwaukee. It's not nice. It's snowy, cold, and we coming. And that's the most packed it's been in Fiserv in a minute, Mr. Cool. I know y'all seeing it'd be a lot of empty seats. This was the most packed it's been in a minute. For them to get all that support and lose like that it's tragic. It's tragic.
Yeah. And one thing I need to say about the owners, because I was thinking a couple weeks ago, I was talking, line with people, and I was saying, look, the owners are pretty much saying, like, look, we're not gonna let Giannis go. We know if we do, ticket sales gonna go down. They're not gonna get more people there because you see what you see tonight. They're not gonna just let Giannis go. I was like, all right, good. Then let the coach go then. Like, it's no value keeping the coach if you're not winning. If you don't win, you don't get your revenue. You don't get nothing. Like, I don't understand why you wait this long. Look at the Badgers. Badgers don't even have a bowl game, but you want to keep your coach because you need. Oh, he's saying he's going to be good. Like, yeah, but if you don't win, you don't get those. If you don't get those sponsorships, you don't get none of that variety because your team's not out there to play. It just I don't understand why the owners not even see this. You're losing completely. You don't want Giannis to go. Okay, then why Doc have to stay there? Why are you so meant to keep Doc there? And you know well that this team is not playing well. We lost to a team that was 7-24.
Right.
Doesn't it for once? Really?
Right.
Well,
our second loss to the Wizards this year. It's our second loss to the Wizards, and they shot 50% from three.
Think about this.
Go ahead, Mr. Who.
Sorry. In 2022, Brad Stevens said, I'm going to step aside. They were a 500 team. I'm sure news trades can tell us that. Those trades can tell us that. They were 500, I believe, when he stepped aside. He said, I'm going to give this thing over to Ime Udoka. He took that team all the way to the finals from mid-season.
Right.
Because he had enough sense to say, you know what? I really can't do this. He stepped aside. That took a lot of guts on his part, and he had to swallow his pride to admit to the fact that he couldn't communicate with his team in the way and coach them the way they should be. I'm going to turn it over to somebody else. And look at the results. Look at the results. And really the same thing for Popovich. I didn't think that guy was a decent coach down there that took over, but he's doing a really good job with the Spurs. Really good job. So, as you said earlier, coaching matters. Coaching matters. And we can't, with basketball, you only got 5 players on the floor at one time, so coaching is vitally important.
Thank you,
give good direction.
Cole. Thank you. Please explain to the people. I feel like I understand the players are responsible, but people don't understand the impact of a great coach or good leadership, Mr. Cool. Please elaborate. Continue.
Because look what happened last year. We went out and got him a top 75 player, one of the best scorers in the history of the game, and paired him up with Giannis. He couldn't even get that team to play well. He couldn't even get that team to play. So now what? We get rid of him, and now we got all these shooters. You said we had to be a faster team. I heard Doc say that. We have to be a faster team to compete in today's market of
Yeah.
basketball. We did what you wanted us to do, Doc, and look at the results. It's still getting worse. Get this dude out of here
Thank
tonight.
you, Mr. Cool.
You know what? And you know what, Amber? I'm gonna miss something. We should never got rid of Griffin. I really feel like we shouldn't get Griffin was holding these guys accountable. He was getting on people's helmet. He even got Terry Stotts out here the way he was talking, And I talked to a couple people and like, look, this goes back. This going back with this. Vince Lombardi wasn't a nice guy. Phil Jackson was a nice guy. Why we gotta be nice guys to team players? We trying to do a job. Everybody got mad with Coach Bill Belichick when he was doing this thing, and everybody thought he was crazy. But how many championships that man won? You can talk crazy. Oh, he teach me well. I'm like, what about that ring on your finger? How many rings you got? Like, I'm sick of it's these new school guys that always want to be treated or coddled correctly, or you talk to me correctly. Like I told you, it was one time. I think I told you before, but I gotta tell you this again. I'm a youth baseball coach for the kids in town, so it was fun doing that. I was coaching my son, and I'm not gonna say a kid's name. Not say, but one kid came to me and was like, why I'm always on the bottom of the batting order, and I'm looking at him like, son, you're not even in practice. Why should I put you on top of the batting order or even close to that? You're not showing up to practice. We on practice,
Right.
You're not there. What do you want me? I'm not like I'm the assistant. I'm not even making decisions. But I told him like, You're not gonna like. That's what the coach told me, and I agree with him. Why we should put you on the top of the batting order or you close to the middle batting order? You're not showing up to practice, and that's the problem with this new generation. These new generation just want to get coddled and not want to do the work. You gotta do the work. You gotta do the time. You gotta do the studies. You gotta do all that. You think I won this fantasy football championship by just sitting there and just talking? No. I had to do studying. I had to look at the film. I had to do all that.
Throw that in there. He had to
Yeah.
throw that in there. The Bucks, I just feel like our players aren't that bad. Like, I don't think we have a just awful roster. I just don't think they have the proper guidance and the proper voice in their ear to get the best out of the talent that we do have. I think that with the talent, if we just looked at the talent, this is a playoff team on talent. But with the lack of direction and coaching, we're a bottom feeder, and it's that simple. I think if we had a better coach, we would be in a better position. It's that simple. We don't have just awful players on these teams. If these players don't know what they should be doing or bringing out the best of what they excel at, that's it, period. We can't even get AJ Green clean shots on a regular basis, and he's a great three-point shooter. We can't even do the basics. That's why Doc has to go. We're not even at the core of a basic NBA team. We can't even do the fundamentals right. How can you still have your job?
Yeah, when you look at our starting five, they should be able to compete with any team in this league. Our starting five should be able to compete against anybody. You got two very good two-way guards. You got a potential MVP player. You got a center that can play inside and out, even though we primarily use him on the outside. You got AJ Green, one of the best three-point shooters in the league. That's a lineup that should compete with any team in this league. We can't even beat, as you guys like to say, bottom feeders.
Right.
There's you real quick. When Giannis will hit me inside of my head, I don't care how tall he is. We fight. I often take him to the woodshed. So he ain't doing that Greek stuff to me. He ain't doing that to me, man.
It's just a lot to handle with this team right now. And it's just like, damn, man, going into the new year, you ought to perform like that. Maybe this is the bottom. Maybe it's up from here because I don't think we can go any further than this. I think this is rock bottom for this team. A loss like this at home against the Washington Wizards in the fashion that we lost, I think this is the bottom. Would you agree, Mr. Cool?
Of course, and you can't keep making excuses, letting the Doc make excuses. The owners got to get rid of him. It's enough. We've heard that same song after every single game now for 2.5 seasons now.
I know you're going to say, sorry.
Hold on one second, Bleacher. Let Mr. Cool finish. Go ahead, Mr. Cool.
Sorry.
No, we've heard him say he gives us the same crap in his speech after his press conference every game. It's the same nonsense. How long do the owners want to hear that stuff? It's not fair to the fans, man. We love
Right.
the Bucks. We want this team to be better. You got the team that's leading the league in 3-point shooting, and you got the best inside force in the game. The best. And we can't win? Most coaches would kill to have either one or the two. We got both.
And can't do
We
nothing.
got both. And we still can't win. And whether we like him or not, Bobby Portis is third in the NBA in 3-point shooting, coming off the bench.
That's true.
So our team is
47%.
decent. There's no way we should be this bad, except for one reason.
Thank you, Mr. Cool.
It's the fake doc, the quack.
Man.
Get it, Mr. Cool. Get it, Mr. Cool. He needs to be got. Get it. Yeah, it's enough now. I think this should be it, Mr. Cool. There shouldn't be any other proof or data or statistics needed to get Glenn Doc Rivers out of basketball. Like this is enough now. This is enough. I'm flabbergasted.
You owe the fans to say, hey, we care. We do care. We're not going to sit back and let you guys suffer like this.
Right, you're right. I agree, Mr. Cool. And you gotta for the fans. There needs to be change just for the fans. Like, damn. I know we got New Year's coming. I ain't gonna keep everybody too long. I appreciate everybody tapping in. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. We're gonna keep it going for a little bit longer. Appreciate y'all. But this is tough. Like, I really wasn't expecting this. I'm keeping it real, you guys. Like, I expected this to be kind of a close game because I know we're not the best team in the world. But for us to pull it out late, just on the strength of having Giannis, and for it to go the opposite, and for somebody to as long in the tooth as CJ McCullough to come through late again in his career and hit a big shot is crazy at home, to send the kids home crying on New Year's. Thank you, Bucks. Thank you, Bucks, for doing that.
The Washington Wizards are sitting in the hotel laughing.
Right, laughing. We wanted to lose, and we still couldn't lose. That's how bad they are.
I can hear Milton the hardest. Like, man, I ain't even score a point. Still, we won the game. Like,
they sitting having a few drinks and they laughing. They bring in the New Year laughing at the Bucks. Aren't we glad we played them tonight? They come into our cold city, come on our floor in front of our fans, and beat us like this. And we got arguably the best player in the league, because when he's playing like this, he's probably the best player in the league right now. Surrounded by the best 3-point shooting team in the league. I'm gonna keep saying that, and we still can't beat the Wizards and lose to them twice. Somebody has to be held accountable. Somebody, and it starts at the top. You said that earlier, Amber. You're 100% correct. I've been a manager too. They looking at me when things ain't going right as a manager. They ain't. Well, my employee didn't do this. No, they ain't trying to hear any of that. It's your job to get them to do that. That's your job, to get them on track to do what they're supposed to do.
Thank you.
And if they're not, then guess what? You're replaced.
You're replaced. Thank you. And that's where we are right now. Doc needs to be replaced. Period.
Yep.
Period.
Yep.
It's enough now. It's enough, Doc. You got enough money now. You done stole this $20 million. Just walk off to the sunset. Walk off to the sunset, man. Like, come on, man. This is enough. Oh, you Bleacher, your last words, so we go to Mr. Cool.
I'm still thinking about Griffin 30 and 13. We fired him because the players didn't like how he was coaching. And now we will a coach that don't know what he's doing, but he's a good guy. He's a good guy for the coach. Oh, Johnny's good. Yeah, he's good for them. And now he's doing no winning. Like, when's enough? I know some people's bringing up that the owner from the Browns, the Browns are part of it. I don't think it's not even him. It's not a decision I don't think he's worried about. It's the GM that hired him, and now he got extension. Both of them need to be looked at because this ain't good. This is not good enough. You got $1 billion stadium there that was built for not just being there, but this team almost left. 2017, you guys keep forgetting. This team almost got sold. And we won a championship, And now this team's trying to go back. We going back. Like, no, like I
Right.
understand what the stuff. I don't really care about it because he's too expensive to get traded right now. And it just right now we just need to do something better because it's not going to work. It's not
Right.
working. Doc got to go. We need some new leadership in there that's going to get these teams better because it's just you losing to these teams. It's just bad. It's bad for business. It's bad for us because it's too much. It's just too much. We don't want to go back.
Right.
So I believe
Agreed.
that.
Agreed. Appreciate you, Bleacher. On you, Mr. Cool.
And here's the thing we have to remember too. The owners have to remember, and John Horst. What do you got to lose by getting rid of this coach? We're not going nowhere anyway. Where
Right.
we're going, you got nothing to lose by firing Doc. Don't say, "Well, we're gonna get worse." Well, we can't get much worse. We're losing to the Wizards twice. How much worse can you get? So make the move. I think the only place you could go is up
Right.
if we change coaches, and we can't be afraid to do that. And so some players like him, so we don't care who likes him. This is not a popularity contest. We're not running for office. We're trying to win basketball games. And we can't win it with a terrible leader like this. He is terrible. Everybody kept saying it. I kept trying to disagree and try to give a guy a chance. No. And Dan, all I'll say to you on this is Griffin had a better record, but I would have said this. They should have gave Doc the job just temporarily to finish out the season, and then let's go let Doc or whoever apply, and let's see who we want as our coach coming into that next season.
Fair point.
We should have analyzed it, and we had all these coaches that are now doing well across the league. We didn't get none of them, and part of that's Giannis' fault too, because he didn't want to Griffin. We even could have had Nurse. Nurse would have been better than Doc.
Right.
But they didn't want Nurse. Giannis didn't want Nurse, so then John Horst said no. You can't let the players decide a key decision like this. You just can't. Maybe they can have some input.
We're running the asylum for this organization, and it's cost us, and now we're paying for those dirty deeds. Period.
Facts. Well, I'm done. I need to go and calm down for the New Year's
That's
starts.
why I like chill out. All right, hold on, y'all. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Shout out to you, Bleacher. Shout out to you, Mr. Cool. Thank y'all. All right, y'all.
Happy New Year,
Happy
gentlemen.
New Year. Happy
gentlemen.
New Year. All right. All right, y'all. We about to get up out of here. Don't let this get y'all down, friends and family. This was just a bad loss going end of 2025. I know 2026 we gonna play better. Things are gonna head in the right direction, y'all. Y'all be safe out here. New Year's, I'm chilling. I'm at the crib. I'm posted. I'm about to do some gaming or something to calm myself down, and just look forward to 2026. And it's gonna be a big, bright year for this channel. For the Bucks, things are gonna head in the right direction. I'm gonna try to keep a positive mindset, and we're gonna see what happens. But appreciate y'all tapping in. If you haven't already, hit the like button. This is the most electrifying content on YouTube. We move the needle on Bucks content and Packers content here. You have reached one of the best communities in all of the internet. Real talk. Subscribe. I guarantee to be worth it, y'all. All right, I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news, live edition. We lost to the Wizards. It doesn't even matter the score. Go.